right now's job, I actually want to start going and investigating... let's see what that updated first, actually. Okay, so it's just letting us know what's in the launch module. Badly damaged, predation pool still intact. No, my main Mallow argued it wouldn't matter if the cannon's structural integrity was compromised. Yeah, so we already knew most of this. So that's good. We've cleared up a lot of that stuff. I still need to get to the Southern Observatory and the Ocean Current Discovery, even though I think I've already been where it would get me. That's funny. But yeah, I actually want to go to Ember Twin and Ash Twin, because we've not been there yet. Although I could return to Brittle Hollow and hopefully finish up there, but I spent a lot of time on Brittle Hollow, and I kind of just want to go somewhere new. Because that's kind of where this game shines, is arriving at places and having no fucking idea what you're doing. So yeah, let's just go and have a look on Ember Twin. And then probably Ash Twin afterwards. This planet is funky looking. They did a number on you. Is that another grav cannon? Enough questions. Ah! I'm here for answers, and to badly land my ship. There we go. Exit to landing gear. Or damage to landing gear. Alright, I can fix that. There, see, fixed. So, we are very close to El Sun. That's weird. Oh. So that's the, like, connection that these two planets have. It's like the ash flooding into this one. What's the gravity like on this planet? 0.8. So it's fairly normal. Kind of like a desert planet on Ash Twin. Is anybody... Okay, so this always seems like a good first step, is finding the Outer Wilds guy on here. Is there a quantum thing I need to wear around here? Yeah, there's quantum stuff going on somewhere. But we'll deal with that later. This rock's interesting. Do these rocks move? It's always funny checking things to see if they're quantum objects or not. No, it doesn't seem like it is. Ooh, campfire. Is that where my boy is? Yeah, there's his ship. Can I fly my ship closer? Nah, I'll be fine. Brave laughs words. It's like, nah, I'll be fine, says man recently lost in space twice. This is funky. You know what? I'm gonna go back on my words immediately. I'm just gonna go get in the ship and actually fly my way over there. Oh Jesus! What the hell? That's so cool that it's like kind of connected to that one, and that's why this planet has like an axis in it. It's connected at the core to the other one. That's wild. Oh, there's the other escape pod. I can see it, but that's not what we're aiming for right now. We're currently... There's another grav cannon. What that one's for. We're currently trying to find... There we are. There's his ship. Yeah, let's just park upside next to my boy. Yeah, much better landing. Cool. Alright. Laddie, where you at? Over here. Still kind of a weird jump to that, but I can make it, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's so cool, the sun being that close. This game's cool. It's got little stuff. You're right, tiny Chert man with your drums. What are you saying? Goodness, it's you! Hello. I take it your first launch went well. Welcome to Hourglass Twins. Mind the sand. Okay, so that's a... Good to know. What are you up to, my man? Hornfels asked me to update our star charts, so I'm out here observing. This is one of the best places in the solar system to spot astronomical events, you know? What's weird is I've actually seen a couple of supernovae today? Usually I'd be fortunate to see just one. Keep an eye or two on the stars, and maybe you'll spot one yourself. Trust me, mate. Most of the second, like, loop, or the first loop even, was spent with me just looking at stars being like, what the fuck is going on? And everything's just blowing up. I found something. I found your notes on the Atla rock. Yeah, I used to call it the Atla rock, which is just wrong. Did you? I hope they were useful. The planet I mentioned may have been frozen solid, or just partially made of ice. Oh, so he's talking about the crashed thing there. Like a much colder giant steep, it's hard to say. It used to be the 5th planet in our solar system. You'll notice, of course, that there's no such planet left now. In its place is dark bramble, which, how to put this, grew in the space the 5th planet used to occupy. That is, dark bramble quite literally appeared at the centre of the 5th planet and began destroying it from the inside out. Eventually the planet shattered completely and its shards were flung across space. Some of these shards collided with celestial bodies in our solar system, such as the Atla rock. I will always struggle to say that. Which I believe is how its biggest crater was formed. So yeah, we went back there and saw that. You're right. What are you up to? Oh, I know. That's the... I found something, so I had something else to say. I found Nomai writing about the quantum moon. Oh yes, everybody loves a good mystery, don't they? Who wouldn't wonder about a moon that's sometimes there and sometimes not? I like this dude's fucking egghead. I'm kind of into it. I've observed the quantum moon orbiting each of the 5 planets, but sometimes it quite simply disappears from the sky altogether. Maybe there's another place it travels to. Yeah, so not only can it orbit all of those planets in the solar system, but I'm pretty sure it can also orbit the eye of the universe, which I have a sneaking suspicion is how you get to the eye whenever we figure out how to actually get to it, is to ride the quantum moon to it. Unfortunately, if there is, I've never seen it. Perhaps if I take a closer look at these star charts. I've got more stuff to ask you. How do I know if I've spotted a supernova? Supernova look like extra bright stars to the naked eye, but if you zoom in with your signal scope, you can tell that they're actually enormous explosions. Yeah, trust me, I know. Massive stars go supernova at the very end of their lifespans, which is why it's so unusual to see 2 in a single day. I wonder if some of these stars are older than we realised. I think it's one of the things Brad mentioned in the giant bomb discussions, which thankfully I have pretty bad memories of, is that if you come back and visit this dude later on in the cycle, he just starts freaking out and he's just like, mate, you are no idea, I've seen like 1,000 supernovas, what is going on? And he's just fucking losing his mind. What are you doing out here? Right now I'm documenting stars. Hornfels noticed our star charts are out of date, so they asked me to update them. Please don't tell the others I said this, but sometimes I think I'm the only traveller here interested in doing any science at all. Maybe don't tell Hornsfell either. I think they're pretty deep in denial. Where should I explore here? Yeah, give me the breakdown, my man. To be honest, I haven't left this lake bed. Well, that's fucking helpful. I don't mean to brag, but I'm really quite good with the little scout, so I've been taking pictures of everything from right here in my campsite. Have you seen the old shipwreck site on the Ember Twin southern hemisphere? The one shooting a bright beam of light into the sky. It's not one of our own crashes, surprisingly enough. This one's a Nomai ship. Yeah, I found another one of those before, my man. You'll find Nomai ruins across the Twins, but strangely not a single settlement. Believe me, if there was one to see, I'd have seen it with my little scout. So where did they live? Not on the surface, clearly. The Ember Twin is full of cave systems, though. Maybe the answer lies underground. So Ember Twin's got caves. How dangerous is that big column of falling sand? On a scale of 1 to dead, I'd give it a 7 or 8. Awfully pretty, though. Right now, sand is flowing from Ash Twin to Ember Twin. But did you know the process eventually reverses? We're not completely sure why the sand flows back and forth between the twins, but it seems to be a natural phenomena. Oh, if you'd like to see something interesting, check out the other twin once a little more of its sand drains off. I promise you won't be disappointed. Huh, so... No, just saying hi, my man. I think that's everything I've got. That's interesting. So, what the... Huh, okay, yeah. So that explains it. I saw that before in a projection, and I thought it was like the space station orbiting that thing over there, but it's not. It's Ash Twin once some of its ash has come to this planet. Because it looks like that thing actually shrinks, and then you see those towers. Huh. You know, this game continues to just be like super fucking cool. So there's some Nomai ruins. You know, fuck it. We're here to explore. Let's do some of that. Big fan of the old exploring. It's not wrong though, like... You can see like another cave entrance over there. What's down here? No, it's just sand. So be careful of sand. I need to remember I've got just a straight up torch. So this is neat. I'm excited to explore another planet, because I feel like I've spent so long on just mostly Giant Steep and Brittle Hollow. It's cool to finally get around to exploring somewhere else. What the hell is that? Come back. You're a quantum shard. Man, the scout really does light the place up. I might just leave him out. Ooh, stairs. I mean, I've got a jetpack, but stairs are cool. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, get out of the way. I always feel the need to look behind these things, and I never know why. I'm too close to target text. Friends, if you find any signs of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our research trip, and has been missing ever since. Mallory, some of us from the Sunless City are here to help search for Coleus. Can you tell us more about your expedition? You have my gratitude. Burr? Is that his name? Huh. Coleus and I were studying the cave's geology. We hope to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. Where was young Coleus lost? He disappeared in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant without warning. I turned away from Coleus to examine a sample, and then when I turned back he simply wasn't there anymore. He had a limited supply of air, and I'm afraid for him. Hypothesis. We will learn more by examining the northern lakebed cave where Coleus disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. So, they turned around and he disappeared. I have a sneaking suspicion that he was acting in a quantum manner, so she looked away from him and he disappeared. I'm not sure if people can act in a quantum manner. This fucking rock definitely does. Scout, come back. Let's continue having a look around. So, by sounds of it, Coleus is one of the younger of the Nomai, because he got lost down here. That's fucking awesome. Holy shit. So I'm pretty sure Ash Twin is the place, and this is why it's got these statues with the purple glowies on it. I'm pretty sure in there is the, like, memory core statue things, which is what's causing our time loop thing to happen at all. Is this... Oh wow, this is actually filling up with ash from that planet. And then it'll eventually go back over. So I wonder if this planet's state changes much based on that. Holy fucking shit. I don't mean to swear as much in these, like I'm trying to actually cut back on it in the videos I plan on making, but... Man, sometimes this game just kind of catches me off guard. And it's really cool looking sometimes, it's amazing. Hey, here we are. So let's have a look-see at this ship. So yeah, I'm pretty sure what this is just like a communication beacon. So it's keeping an ear out for other communications from Nomai ships. Let's have a look. Ooh. We need status reports for all systems, but initial things first is everyone unharmed. So Iona was on this one. Maman Russ. Our escape pod's passengers are afraid, but physically well. Iona, everyone survived the crash. And I think I'm saying this woman's name wrong. I think it's a woman at least. Anona. This is a relief at last. You have my gratitude, Burr. Were you able to find the other escape pod's distress signals? I can hear both signals somewhere in this star system, but I don't believe either escape pod crashed on the same planet as us. Yeah, because I know where the other two are. I do wonder if these are batteries, or if these are pods containing other Nomai. Because one has much darker implications than the other. And I also keep thinking that the sand fountain outside is the sun going off. More writing, let's have a look. Begin flight log, escape pod 2. Vessel has been mortally injured, yeah, we gathered that. Emergency sequence activated, awaiting departure from vessel. Launching escape pod 3, now launching escape pod 2. Collision imminent, preparing for impact. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. External temperature is prohibitively high. Verdict, inhospitable. Do not seek shelter on this planet. So this place not good for Nomai. Oh. 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 Huh. So if this goes back and forth, I wonder if you need to get here at certain parts in the loop to be helpful, because I saw like a structure over there that is now inaccessible. But I'm assuming as this goes down, it's going to make getting to and from places easier. Malaray. I think I'm saying that right. The heat from this star system's sun is more bearable below the surface. When our escape pod punctured this planet's surface, it broke into what scans show as a cave system with much cooler air. I would recommend we seek a site down there to build a long-term shelter, Anona, but these passages are a maze. Even with this danger, they are still our best chance for survival. We'll form teams and descend into the caves to look for a shelter site. We can mark our findings on the walls to avoid becoming irreversibly lost. Be cautious, everyone. And be aware of the sand as you search. It appears to be rising gradually. So yeah, they came to the same conclusions we did. If I go into the sand, it doesn't make me sink, does it? No. It just rises and falls. So the ground level in here becomes very different over time. We're back in. Does it actually come into here? Where does this stop? Does it fill the entire cave? Oh man. Man, it doesn't give a fuck really, does it? 3 minutes of oxygen. That's not helpful to anyone. Oh dear. Oopsie daisy. Well, I know my ship's around here somewhere. I could probably get back to that. These ships are cool. Oh wow. That place is just nearly empty. Huh. Yeah, I wonder if there's just ways in there. Yeah, you can see like structures now that you wouldn't be able to see before. It's really cool seeing the atmosphere on the planet, even though most of the planet's now just part of this planet. That's cool. So, is there a notable height this goes to? Is it this line? No, the line's rising with it. It's just the light reflecting. I wonder if it just fills up entirely. There's probably other stuff I could explore while I'm waiting for that to go back down. Actually, first port of call, I need to find somewhere to refill me oxygen. Where's that dude's camp? More importantly, where's my ship? Ooh! Hello, hello. This seems like a device similar to the one on the moon. I wish I could make a note of it. So this is at the South Pole. Okay. Good to know. I need to know where my ship is right now. We are in the sun. So my ship is basically at the other pole, which is not great to anyone. I do not have long left. Let's hopefully quickly figure out where that dude's camp was. There's the grav cannon. Grav cannon's mostly underground. I could probably make it back to my ship. Needed a bit of an emergency jump over here, but we made it. Like a pro. There we go. Refuel. Yeah, buddy. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just take the ship to the South Pole. That's what I want to have a look at. When I see a structure that looks like that, I'm definitely into the idea. So we just want to go down. I need to make sure I avoid the sand fall, though. Oh, there's one of the structures on this planet as well. So we're after down. It is really cool to seeing this planet fill up with sand. Here we go. Wonder how much time of this loop we have left. Sun's looking mighty red. Spacesuit, yes. Always worth checking if you're in the spacesuit. Away! Okay. Oh man, are you kidding me? Are you... Oh man, there's just trees here. Oh well, at least I know now. And at least the ship's nearby. More of Chert's research notes that are also, in case you're wondering, property of Chert. Clearly the Nomai were making astronomical observations here. They chose an excellent spot. What is this big rotating device for? What is it the Nomai were observing? I posit there's something special about the orange symbol on that device. Helen, the new astronaut's translator tool would be nice to have handy about now. Well, fucking great news. I be him. Take this with me. I can already see from over there that the orange symbol that they're mentioning is in fact the quantum moon. What we're saying. This planet sometimes, and only sometimes, has a moon. So yeah, each of the Nomai that crashed on each of the other planets didn't know, or couldn't contact the others. So each of them was trying to come to different conclusions on how to deal with the moon, I think. This is also of note. It disappears if no one is watching it. Isn't that fascinating? Isn't that a fascinating orbital characteristic? This is my first time encountering a natural satellite with the ability to vanish when not being watched. We should study it, or even better, we should travel there. I agree. Our first step would be determining a method to track this phantom moon so that we can always know where it is. I found your note, Mallory. Kindly count me among this moon's admirers. What is happening when it disappears? I doubt it ceases to exist. Does it move to another location? I believe so. Not only does the moon appear around Brittle Hollow, I can confirm it sometimes orbits Timberhearth as well. Given its reluctance to move while consciously observed, it might be a form of macroscopic quantum mechanics. Neat. So these guys were just coming to the same conclusions the dudes on the other planets were. The quantum moon locator is functioning. We have markers for each of the places the moon goes. Oh yeah, I do remember actually now that one of the other things mentioned there being a quantum moon locator here. Anona Bird just observed... I just observed the quantum moon in orbit around Dark Bramble. I added a marker for Dark Bramble. I thought the locator now accounted for all of the Phantom Moon's locations, but sometimes the locator can't tell where the moon is. Perhaps there's a problem with the device? It's also possible there exists a sixth place in this star system to which the Phantom Moon travels. You have keen eyes, my friend, so this moon travels to a total of 5 locations, not 4. Well, it does in fact travel to 6 as far as we can gather. I do have a sneaking suspicion that the 6th place it goes... Oh shit. So this is similar to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge's tracker. Because this is us, it's where we're at. And this is just keeping track of all the orbits of all the planets and where the quantum moon is at, because I can see it. I can see it over there. If I look away from it, this thing very quickly moves to where the next thing is. So it's now around Brittle Hollow. So this is kind of their way of keeping track of it on this planet at least, and I wonder if this is just relaying information to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Intriguing. Sun getting mighty big, and I can hear... Yes. Okay. Oh dear. I might, just very quickly, see if I can get... No, this place is just like fully filled up. So I do wonder actually now I think about it. He said it's a natural phenomena that this planet fills up with ash and then it goes back to the other planet every so often. But I do think what is actually the case for me in my state is that the loop is only long enough for all of the ash to come from that planet to this one. There's no time for it to actually empty itself. So you need to get here as soon as you can if you want to explore more of it. Ooh. What is this? Down, boy. Ow. What's going on here? There's a door. A door over here, apparently. I guess. Door's broken. The doors are always broken. Why is none of the doors ever working? This door will need to remain closed for some time. Pi and I are running an experiment based on the extraordinary findings from the Whitehall station. So this is the high energy lab. Now being used to design the Ash Twin project. If you're here to help or even just to observe, be sure to use the Sunless City path to the lab. Raimi and I will be running this experiment until one of us, specifically me, can prove the other wrong. Get there via the Sunless City, basically. Don't know where the Sunless City is, but that's for another run. I'm guessing the Sunless City is the name of the city they built in the cave system underneath Ember Twin. So yeah, I need to stop swearing. I really, really enjoy going to new planets in this game. This is going to be one of those games that I wish I could delete my memories of after I finish playing it, so that I could rediscover all of this stuff, but honestly, that's why I'm recording any of this to begin with. It isn't for anyone else to watch it, really. It's to record my first reactions to discovering this stuff for the first time. Because it's fascinating, honestly. Everything's just so cool in this game. Even if a lot of it feels aimless sometimes. It's just interesting.